It's a shame that there is still this kind of inequality between disabled and non-disabled islanders, and BSK is there to bridge the gap and just help people. I mean, disability awareness is there now, but we need to take that one step further.
Welcome to the Bailiwick Express podcast with me, Fiona Potney. It all started with two questions. Why aren't islanders with learning disabilities given more opportunities, and what can we do to help? The answer came in summer 2017 when Beresford Street Kitchen opened, a café and print workshop with a conscience. Not only was the idea to provide disabled islanders with a valuable opportunity to build their confidence and skills, but also break down barriers and shatter stigma surrounding disability through more interaction with the public. Over its nearly 5 years of running, BSK has gone from strength to strength. The team have expanded into Lahugby, hosted famous British chef Michael Caine's MBE, and even served food to Princess Anne. To help it keep going and keep growing, they're launching a new campaign today called Rise Up. I'm joined in the studio by BSK's Fundraising Manager Georgie Dodd, who's going to tell us about it. But firstly, Georgie, take us back to the beginning of BSK's story.
The idea of Beresford Street Kitchen came about by a few of our founding directors who were a little bit concerned about what opportunities there were for their children after they'd finished school. And so they came up with this idea of a small cafe. It started in 2017 with 16 crew and has just grown so quickly over these 5 years.
Tell us a little bit about that growth. Where did things go next?
Well, they'd done an incredible job by the time I got there. And I think initially they themselves didn't realise how big it was all going to become and that they didn't need extra funding. But because of our specialised, we have to have extra support workers to support the crew. And because of the specialised training we offer, we're not just a normal commercial cafe, so there is a lot more funding that needs to come to support other areas, and that's why I came along. We've just grown and grown since. We started off with a cafe, then we opened our print works, our catering workshop. Lahugby tea rooms opened during the pandemic, and our outside catering has just gone from strength to strength. It's just absolutely fantastic, and we even catered for Princess Anne last year.
Amazing.
Like I say, I came in a year down the line, but already I could see when I first met the crew that were there how much they'd learned. Some of them would come in quite nervous, quite shy, and now they've just grown and become very much more independent. They love the fact that they earn their own money, that they can get the bus themselves. Just their social skills in life and being able to go out and socialise more so. It's just fantastic. It's just that watching the growth and the impact that BSK has had on them is fantastic.
And for some individuals, have they been able to go on and use the skills they've learnt to take on employment elsewhere? Yeah,
the whole vision of BSK is to train, educate, employ, and then potentially move them on to outside to work. And we've already moved on a few guys. We've had one's done a lot of part-time work at Longville Manor, which is fantastic. Wow. And they've gone to other cafes and retail locations. So we've had a couple of great success stories, and we believe there's a few more that are quite ready to move on soon. We actually did a life satisfaction survey back in September 2021. And obviously we were so proud of our results, the main one being that since becoming a BSK crew member, they reported a 21% rise in life satisfaction. So, for us, that was fantastic. But, a few other things. 82% have more friends since becoming a BSK member. 79% feel that being a BSK crew member gives them the confidence to move on in the future. And 100% felt supported and listened to by the BSK staff. So, we're really proud of the results, and you can see that in the guys every day when they come in.
That's really special, and it's nice that they've been able to create friendships as well, you mentioned there. That's really important too.
Yeah, we have a wonderful BSK family. It's fantastic. Our events, whether it's we had our Christmas do recently, it's just absolutely fantastic. It's just the best events ever.
Clearly, this is a project with massive, potentially life-changing benefits for some of those involved, but why is it important for the wider community in Jersey as well?
Yeah, it's a shame that there is still this kind of inequality between disabled and non-disabled islanders, and BSK is there to bridge the gap, bridge the gap, and just you just help people. I mean, disability awareness is there now, but we need to take that one step further and prove that any of our crew are quite capable of working in any environment with anybody else.
Over those 5 years, have you faced any challenges or moments of negativity in that regard?
Yeah, I memean, there are still so many barriers in the society. I mean, an example, last year, 2 of our crew filled in CVs, and the hospitality industry was on its knees. If you remember rightly, no one could get staff. But our crew filled in a couple of CVs, put they worked at BSK on the CV, and didn't even get a response. Whereas we did this again, and they didn't put Beresford Street Kitchen on their CV, and they did get a response. So that was really quite upsetting.
So it shows there's definitely still a way to go within the industry.
Yeah, very much so.
On a more positive note, the expansion BSK has undergone is clearly evidence of the massive community support out there for it. So tell us a bit about your fundraising efforts and what Islanders Help means for BSK.
You say we run as a social enterprise, so all the money raised from the cafe goes back in to help provide training. But then we also launched our academy in September, where we're offering a Learning for Life programme, where the guys will learn more about independence and social skills and just general life skills. So the social enterprises have been going a while now and pretty much run themselves, whereas the funding will go towards the academy for the classes, for the guys that we're educating there. So we put on lots of events, whether it's our annual dinner or golf day, or September's our flagship month, so we're always out and about in St Helier, and lots of events. The crew love helping with our events.
And just thinking about the topic of kind of fundraising and getting the community involved in that, I know that today you're launching a new campaign. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, it's been very exciting, and we've been working on this one a long time, but it's called the Rise Up campaign, which is a new community programme where you can show your support for people with learning disabilities and or autism and ensure BSK can keep on providing valuable workplace training opportunities into the future. So, yes, you can probably tell. I just read that a little bit, but, I just wanted to get it right. But basically, we provide over 11,000 workplace training sessions per year to our crew. And each one of those sessions costs £15. And it's wonderful that we do get donations throughout the year and help from corporates and funding and funders. But what would be really lovely is to make it a little bit more sustainable. And by that, we mean having setting up a monthly payment. So you could set up £15, which would cover one, or you could pay 30 or 45 or 100, whatever you want. But we're really pushing to try and get the community involved and set up a monthly payment so that we know that the future of BSK is safe for at least another 5, 10, 15 years.
I'm sure it'll keep going and going and going.
Absolutely.
Well, as you've mentioned, you are 5 years on now. It seems like that's gone by in an absolute flash. When will the 5th birthday actually be, and are you doing anything to mark that?
Yeah, so we are officially 5 in August. So I've come up with another campaign, which is very early days, but we want to call it the 555 campaign. And for that, we want the community to help us raise £5,000 per month for 5 months for the 5 years that we've been going. And we'll be that can be anything from a cake sale to dress down day to charity walk. Throw yourself out of an aeroplane. I think some of us are actually going to do a parachute jump in September in our flagship month. So there'll be a lot more released about that in the coming months. But we just want everybody to celebrate with us because we're just so excited and happy to be 5 years old.
Of course. Well, just reflecting back on those 5 years, I know you haven't been there the whole time, but for you, what's a personal highlight been? If there's one experience or perhaps, maybe how it's helped one person that has stood out to you?
Oh my goodness, that's such a difficult question. I mean, we've had some fantastic times, and watching the crew grow, all of them. I can't name anyone in particular, but catering for Princess Anne last year was a real highlight. It was absolutely fantastic. And not only were we there with the princess, everybody, it was up at Government House, and everybody in the marquee got up on their feet and gave a standing ovation to the BSK crew, which was just the most amazing feeling. And we've won awards over the years, and for hospitality awards. And one of our crew got up in front of 400 people and thanked them for the award. And it's just incredible to see that the experience and what the crew are getting, and just like I say, just watching them grow is just absolutely incredible.
Thank you, Georgie. If you want to learn more about the new Rise Up programme, there's a link in the description of this podcast. That's it for this week's Bailiwick Express podcast. Please do like and share it with others to spread the word about BSK and its new fundraiser. There'll be more next week from me, Fiona Potney, and the Bailiwick Express team.